9927 is the Electoral College votes that are being assessed out of that as of right now. Michigan just coming in, getting some early indications there as an early big lead for Harris there, 72 over 26%. As that one, another close one still is the Trump-Harris in Georgia. North Carolina heating up, as is Virginia as well. Tight battles throughout the country. So we'll take a quick break. Let some of those Oklahoma State results come up, and we'll be back. Yeah, there we go. Still waiting on some of those states' results to come through, but did want to give you an update as Florida, Alabama, Mississippi. Mississippi has yet to been called by NBC. Fox is calling Mississippi for Donald Trump. Let me see. I'll get some of the others. I'm gonna let you know what everybody else says. Well, Mississippi is not calling, or CNN is not calling Mississippi for Donald Trump yet either. So they're still leaving that one open. They are saying, however, that Oklahoma, Missouri, Indiana, Kentucky, West Virginia, Tennessee, South Carolina, Alabama, and Florida, all in Trump's favor right now. 99 electoral votes for him, and that's against 27 for Kamala Harris. And those votes are for, let's see, Kamala Harris is being called in Maryland, also in, let me see, Massachusetts, Vermont, have been called for her so far. So 99-27 is where we're standing on the electoral college votes. And that is going as we speak. So let's swap over here and take a look at some of the Oklahoma election results. Still looking some of the closer area results for us. Still don't have any precincts reporting in Jackson or Kiowa County. Can take a look at Greer County here in just a moment. Let me see if I can get those pulled up for us, and we can see if we can get some Greer County results, because I know we got a few Greer County viewers, listeners, watchers. However, this is still all new to me. Covered on radio for 20 some odd years. First time somebody said get in front of a camera for it. So we're doing that. Got our pack of dogs here. Hopefully nobody gets them spooked too much as we go throughout the evening. So got Greer County pulled up, and 6 precincts, and of those 0% are reporting as we speak. So we'll take a look at state results. 8 out of 1,984 precincts reporting right now. Donald Trump with a 62.5 to 36.2% advantage in the state of Oklahoma over Kamala Harris. For Corporation Commissioner, J. Brian Bingman, 61.62% over Harold Spradley, 32.64. Again, like I said, we're only less than 1% of the precincts reporting in the state of Oklahoma. So for U.S. Representative, District 1, Kevin Hearn, 55 to 40% lead over Dennis Baker. Independent Mark David Garcia Sanders right now with 3% of the vote. United States Representative District 2, Josh Burkeen, 72% of the vote. Brandon Wade, 25%. Ronnie Hopkins, 3%. Also U.S. Representative District 4, Tom Cole with 67% of the vote. Mary Brannon, 27.7%, and James Stacy, the independent, with 5% of the vote. U.S. Representative District 5, 58% of the vote right now for Stephanie Bice. Democrat Madison Horn at 42%. So that is where we're looking at on the state results as we speak. Got these on auto refresh, so as soon as the states get any of these precincts in, we will have those for you. Of course, the polls just closed at 7 o'clock, and working at the polling location when they brought all of the ballot boxes in Jackson County for so many years. It wasn't right at 7 o'clock when those ballot boxes were brought in, so we expect those to take just a little while, and with that, we will keep you in tune as soon as those come about. So we'll take another quick break. If you want to say hi to us, say hi to us. Tell us where you're watching from, and we appreciate that. We'll take a quick break and be back. All right, looks like we've got some results to take a look at from the local area. Let's see if we can pull this up, if I can make this work on the screen. I probably can't. Hey, how about that? Let's see if we can make that look all right. So for the Kiowa County, we now have 2 out of 12 that are officially counted for the president and vice president. 801 votes for Donald Trump, Kamala Harris 244 votes, and Robert Kennedy Jr. 7 votes. Kiowa County for Corporation Commissioner, 764 votes for Brian Bingman, 211 for Harold Spradling, and 52 for Chad Williams. For Kiowa County State Representative District 63, Teray Caldwell, 135 votes. Shakira Smith, Democrat, 42. For Kiowa County Commissioner District Number 2, 309 votes for Brent Straub. Ricky McCollum, 191. Of course, that is one of those 4 precincts counting toward that one. Then for Supreme Court District 3, no, with 514 votes to 444. District 4, 519 to 440 saying no on the Supreme Court district. Same vote basically on District 7. Then for Court of Criminal Appeals, District 1, 549 for, 376 against. Kiowa County District Criminal Appeals District 2, 564, 350 against. District 5, 758 for, 502 against. And let's see, District 2, Office 2, 814 say yay, 450 no. Court of Civil Appeals, District 4, Office 2, 788 to 473. So the yays with that one so far. And also the District 5, Office 1, 793 to 467. And looks like we do have the update has gone to 4 of the precincts that have come to be updated as we speak. So let me get that one pulled over here, and we'll take a look at some of our other county results. I believe I can take a look at Jackson County here real quick. Let's see if they have got any election results in yet. Jackson County, yes, we've got 100% of the votes in Jackson County. 15%, 15 of the 15, I should say, as we will get those pulled over here. So this is just for the Jackson County in Oklahoma. These are with all the precincts reporting. 176 votes for, on total votes for Donald Trump and J.D. Vance. 119 votes for Kamala Harris. That's a difference of 58 to 39%. For Corporation Commissioner, 176 votes for Brian Bingman to 91 votes for Harold Spradling and Chad Williams with 19. Jackson County Supreme Court District 3, 145 yes votes, 108 no. For District Supreme Court number 4, 132 yes votes, 121 no. For Supreme Court District 7, 142 yes votes to 112 no votes. For the Court of Criminal Appeals, District 1, 161 yes votes, 89 no votes. Appeals District number 4, 159 yes votes, 90 no votes. District 5, 169 yes votes to 80 no votes. And Appeals District 2, Office 2, 148 yes, 100 no. District 4, Office 2, 152 yes, 95 no. For District 5, Office 1, that's 154 yes, 93 no. District 5, Office 2, 161 to 85. And District 6, Office 1, 152 to 95. District 6, Office 2, 150 yes votes to 95 no votes. Then state question number 833. That's the legislative referendum number 376. Easy for me to say. For the proposal, 128 or 48.67% to 135 no votes against the proposal, 51.33%. Also for Jackson County, state question number 834, legislative referendum number 377. For the proposal, 221, that's 78.93%, to 59 or 21.07%. So that is 100% of the precincts reporting in Jackson County. We'll take a look at those again before we wrap things up with the broadcast in just a little bit. That is. So let's see if we've got any more updates. Kiowa County still got 4 out of 12. Greer County, we can do a little update on Greer County, as we've got half of the precincts that are reporting in Greer County. So for our viewers out in Greer County, here you go. For president and vice president, 3 of the 6 precincts reporting in Greer County, and 80% voting for Donald J. Trump, 1,048 votes, 231 to Kamala Harris, 14 for Robert Kennedy Jr., and 2 for Chris Garrity, independent, and 2 for Chase Oliver, the libertarian as well. Corporation Commissioner, 975 votes for Brian Bingman, 215 for Harold Stradling, 57 for Chad Williams. Supreme Court District 3, 616 no votes to 538 yes votes. Supreme Court District 4, 637 no votes to 509 yes votes. Supreme Court District 7, 607 yes votes to 541 no's. For the Court of Criminal Appeals District 1, 706 yes votes, 405 no. District number 4, 680 yes votes, 430 no votes. For District number 5, 622 yes votes, 488 no votes. For District 2, Office 2, 681 yes, 415 no. District 4, Office 2, 681 yes votes to 417 no votes. District 5, Office 1, we've got 674 yes votes to 419 no votes. District 5, Office 2, 616 yes votes to 480 no votes. And let's see what else. District 6, Office 1 is 642 yes votes to 445 no votes. For District 6 Office 2, 635 yes votes to 456 no votes. For Greer County, state question number 833, the legislative referendum. They've got 40% for the vote, for the proposal, and against the proposal, 59.6%. So 686 votes against the proposal to 465 that are for the proposal. And state question number 834, the legislative referendum number 377, for the proposal, 87.43%, 1,036 votes, as opposed to 149 and 12.57 saying no. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back. All right, guys, we are back as we take a look. And let me see, let me get this graphic pulled up here so you guys can see it as well, to see I'm not fibbing, and maybe keep me straight on my numbers, if you will, just a little bit. There you go. As for Kiowa County, we've got 6 out of 12 precincts that are reporting. And of course, a lot of these are, you'll see that little highlight there says that this race takes place in multiple counties for this office. And we'll take a look at the overalls in just a little bit as well. But right now, 6 out of 12 precincts reporting in the county of Kiowa, state of Oklahoma. 1,339 votes for Donald J. Trump, 354 for Kamala Harris, 11 for Robert Kennedy Jr., 6 for Chris Garrity, and 3 for Chase Oliver. For Corporation Commissioner, 1,285 votes for Brian Bingman, 304 for Harold Spradling, and 82 for Chad Williams. For State Representative District number 63, Trey Caldwell, 252 votes to 65 for Shakira Smith. For County Commissioner District number 2, Brent Straub with 486 votes, Ricky McCollum 384, and there are 3 out of the 4 precincts reporting in that one. That's a 55 to 44% disparity right now. Still 1 precinct left to go. Supreme Court District 3, 931 no votes, 771 yes votes. District 4, 944 no votes, 757 yes. District 7, 882 no votes, 822 yes. Criminal Appeals District 1, 1,009 yes votes, 641 no votes. District 4, 1,021 yes votes, 610 no votes. District 5, 974 yes votes, 658 no votes. District 2, Office 2, 1,047 yes votes, 592 no votes. District 4, Office 2, 1,023 yes votes to 612 no votes. For District 5, Office 1, 1,020 yes votes to 614 no votes. Let's see, what else do we have here? For District 5, Office 2, 939 yes votes to 695 no votes. For District 6, Office 1, 984 yes votes to 649 no votes. For District 6, Office 2, 970 yes votes to 662 no votes. For the state question, number 833, the legislative referendum, number 376, for the proposal, only 43.68%, 746 votes for the proposal. Against the proposal, 962 votes, that's 56.32%. And state question number 834, again, this is for Kiowa County. 7 out of the 12 precincts officially reporting right now in the legislative referendum for number 377. For the proposal, 1,564. Against the proposal, 194. So that's 89 to 11% disparity on that one. So, yeah. So we will... let's see. Let's take a look back at the national side of things, as looks like we've had a couple other states that have been called. I'll go between the screen and my phone, as both of those are helping keep me updated a little bit better. As let's see, it looks like Trump has been projected to win in Arkansas. I guess I can get that screen up for you now as well. As looks like Trump has been projected in Arkansas, and Harris in Illinois, New Jersey, Connecticut, Massachusetts, Maryland, and Rhode Island as well. So right now, as we stand, Electoral College votes 105 for Donald Trump to 30 for Kamala Harris as we speak. Of course, the night is still young, still a lot. If you look at that. Look at that, lots of white there. Need a lot of colors to fill in. So like I said, we're at 105 Electoral College votes for Donald Trump, Kamala Harris at 30. Still some big states out there. Georgia, Pennsylvania, Michigan, Wisconsin, a bunch of them that they've been focusing real hard and heavy on the last couple weeks. So we'll see how those efforts pan out in the coming moments, and the coming hours, could be the coming days, the way we've seen the elections go in the past couple years. We'll take another time, and we'll be back and take a look at some more updated local area state results, and as the national results get updated, we'll take a look at those as well. Again, be sure and follow us and leave a message. Let us know. Let us know where you're watching from. Thanks so much. We'll be right back. All right, guys, we are back. Have some more updated results. Let's see how we've got these. Got 9 out of 12 precincts now reporting in Greer County, or no, I should say Kiowa County. Sorry about that. In Kiowa County, 9 out of 12 precincts reporting. Got 1,757 votes for Donald Trump and J.D. Vance. That's 79% of the vote. 435 for Kamala Harris and Tim Walz. That's 19.59%. Also, 18 votes for Robert Kennedy Jr., 6 for Chris Garrity, and 4 for Chase Oliver. For Corporation Commissioner, 1,676 votes for J. Brian Bingman, 381 for Harold D. Spradling, and 111 for Chad Williams. For State Representative District 63, 356 votes for Trey Caldwell to 86 for Shakira Smith. For County Commissioner District number 2, 645 votes for Brent Straub, 472 for Ricky McCollum, and that is with 100% of the Election Day precincts reporting. Let me see, back to, got 9 out of 12 on the rest of these, including Supreme Court District 3, 1,118 no votes to 934 yes votes. State Supreme Court District 4, 1,126 no votes to 924 yes votes. District 7, 1,054 no votes, 999 yes votes. Court of Criminal Appeals District 1, 1,212 yes votes, 779 no votes. District 4, 1,235 yes votes to 735 no votes. For District 5, 1,180 yes votes to 792 no votes. District 2, Office 2, 1,265 yes votes to 714 no votes. District 4, Office 2, 1,239 yes votes to 736 no votes. For District 5, Office 1, 1,234 votes for yes, 740 no votes. For District 5, Office 2, 1,132 yes votes, 842 no votes. For District 6, Office 1, 1,193 yes votes, 780 no votes. For District 6, Office 2, 1,173 yes votes to 800 no votes. For State Question 833, the legislative referendum for number 376, for yes, 896 votes. The no votes, 1,163. That's 56.5% no votes. And then for State Question 834, the legislative referendum number 377, the 1,884 yes votes, 232 no votes. And again, most of these votes taking place over several counties and statewide, even nationwide for that matter. So a lot of these results that we talk about in any of these counties are not the final official results because there's other counties that still have to be re-recorded. Greer County, we've still got 4 out of 6 counties, so we're still waiting on a couple of counties there. Let's see what we can look at in our other screen over here. That is not the one I'm looking for. There we go. That's the one I'm looking for. As looks like our number's still the same, 105 Electoral College votes for Donald Trump. Kamala Harris is sitting at 30 right now. And in the Senate right now, to get, obviously, right down the middle is 50. Right now, the Republicans have 42 standing, 32 Democrats, and in the House, it takes 218 to meet in the middle. 69, well, we just picked up, the Republicans just picked up 2 more, 71 House members and 34 House Democrats as we speak. So Decision 2024 continues on here, and we'd love to hear from you. Drop me a message. Let us know where you're watching from, and appreciate that from you this evening. So we're still looking at some numbers out there as Georgia, one of those really close places everybody's really focused in on, as reportedly 64% of the precincts in right now, And right now it's a 52% to 47% edge for Donald Trump. Going to North Carolina, and Donald Trump with 26% still in. So like I say, it's been back and forth. Harris was up almost the exact same difference we're going to talk about here. Trump 55 to 45 right now over Harris. It's vice versa. I mean, we saw that about 15 minutes ago in the state. So still early, only 26% of the precincts reporting there. Virginia now with 46% of the vote in. And this one's really tightened up. Trump now at 49.65%. And Harris at 48.66%. And then we go to Pennsylvania right now. Not sure where these precincts are reporting in. It's 15% of the precincts are reporting in. And again, it's still early, so I'm sure this number is going to jump all over the place. Right now, Harris is 65% to Trump at 33%. Again, that is in Pennsylvania. Let's see. Still, they're calling it still a toss-up up in Maine. Nobody leaning, they believe, towards Harris, but right now, still early. Trump 54 to 43% the lead in Maine. So we've also, let me say, we've called Maryland for Harris. New Jersey has been called for Harris. Massachusetts, Rhode Island, Connecticut, New Jersey, Delaware, and District of Columbia also being called for Harris. Again, we are sitting at 105 to 30 on the Electoral College votes. So let's see. Still waiting on, let's see. I think we may be able to get some final results here in Greer County. Let me see what we've got here. Still waiting for that to update. Still sitting at 4 out of 6 precincts reporting in Greer County. All right, there we go. Finally got the update, so let's pull that over here where I can share that directly with you as well. Pull this directly up there for you as well. There we go. So, in Greer County, let me get my screen so I can actually read what I got pulled up there for you. So, Greer County, all 6 of 6 precincts reporting. 1,511 votes for Donald J. Trump and J.D. Vance. That is 82.3% of the vote. Kamala Harris at 16.56%, polling 304 votes. That's in Greer County. 16 votes for Robert F. Kennedy Jr. and 3 for Chris Garrity, and 2 for Chase Oliver. Again, this is all 6 precincts reporting for Greer County. For Corporation Commissioner, Brian Bingman, 1,399 votes, 290 for Harold Spradling, and 87 for Chad Williams. For Supreme Court District 3, 871 no votes to 765 yes votes. Supreme Court District 4, 896 no votes, 725 yes votes. Supreme Court District number 7, 854 no votes, 771 yes votes. Criminal Appeals District 1, again, Greer County votes in the state of Oklahoma, 985 yes votes, 590 no votes. For Criminal Appeals District number 4, 957 yes votes to 614 no votes. Criminal Appeals District number 5, 886 yes votes, 688 no votes. Criminal Appeals District 2, Office 2, yes votes 971, no votes 583. District 4, Office 2, 972 yes votes, 584 no votes. Civil Appeals District 5, Office 1, 954 yes votes to 596 no votes. District 5, Office 2, 884 yes votes to 662 no votes. For District 6, Office 1, 907 yes votes to 633 no votes. District 6, Office 2, 908 yes votes to 639 no votes. For State Question number 833, that's the legislative referendum, number 376, yes votes 655, or 40%. No votes, 979, or 60%. For state question number 834, the legislative referendum number 377, for the proposal 1,479, against the proposal 201. Again, that is the final results, all 6 out of 6 precincts reporting for Greer County. So let's see. We've got some more states, some more counties we could take a look at. Let's see. Kiowa County, we are still waiting on the final 3. We already have the final results for Jackson County. If you got a county that you'd like to hear the final results for in the state of Oklahoma, let me know. We will pull those up for you as well. As I think Wrigley's wanting to say hi, so Wrigley gonna say hi. Hi, Wrigley. Yeah, Wrigley's gonna say hi. Usually she sits behind me. Yep. No, we're not gonna do that right now. She usually sits up on the thing behind me. So let's see. We've got still waiting on the final 3 precincts in Kiowa County for the state of Oklahoma. So all right, we let's see. Actually, it looks like we may have just gotten. No, that is not. Still waiting on a few for Kiowa County. Still waiting on the final 3 precincts to come in and have numbers for. Then we can take an overall look at the Kiowa County results in just a few. So take a quick break and get yourself a drink. I'm gonna get myself a drink and I'll be right back. All right, we got some finally got some more updated results as far as Kiowa County that is concerned. We were stuck at 9 out of 12 precincts reporting. We now, as you well, I don't think you can see. I think it's on the other side of the screen. We now have 11 of the 12 precincts reporting in Kiowa County. So with that said, it may update and it may have of 12 out of 12 before we finish this. Then we'll go back right through. So anyway. For Donald Trump, he comes in with 2,240 votes in Kiowa County, 571 for Kamala Harris. That's 78.4 to 19.9%. Robert Kennedy Jr., 28 votes, 11 votes for Chris Garrity, and 6 for Chase Oliver. For Corporation Commissioner, 2,125 votes for J. Brian Bingman. Also, 516 votes, sorry about that, Harold D. Spradling, 147 for Chad Williams. For State Representative District number 63, Trey Caldwell with 449 votes, 98 votes for Shakira Smith. For County Commissioner District number 2, 645 votes for Brent Straub, 472 votes for Ricky McCollum. For Supreme Court District 3, 1,431 no votes, 1,208 yes votes. For Supreme Court District 4, 1,440 no votes to 1,198 yes votes. For Supreme Court District 7, 1,353 no votes, 1,284 yes votes. For Criminal Appeals District 1, 1,552 yes votes, 1,014 no votes. For District 4, 1,565 yes votes to 978 no votes. For District 5, 1,494 yes votes to 1,051 no votes. For District 2, Office 2 of the Court of Civil Appeals, 1,638 yes votes to 922 no votes. For District 4, Office 2, 1,595 yes votes to 960 no votes. For District 5, Office 1, 1,589 yes votes to 965 no votes. For District 5, Office 2, 1,442 yes votes, 1,109 no votes. For District 6, Office 1, 1,529 yes votes, 1,020 no votes. District 6, Office 2, 1,492 yes votes to 1,058 no votes. For Kiowa County, State Question 833, that's the legislative referendum number 376, got 1,152 yes votes, 1,500 no votes. So that's 56% to 43%. And then for State Question number 834, that is 2,427 yes votes to 300 no votes. That's 89% to 11%. And we are still at 11 out of 12 precincts reporting in Kiowa County. So as we get newer information on that, we get some final numbers on that, I should say. We can get you a look at that. We could take a look at this again. I will remind you the graphic that I'm giving you up there is the graphic from Fox. I'm also pulling information from CNN, NBC, CBS, getting information from all of them. I just want to make sure you realize that because there's some that are showing one place, aren't showing another place, and so anyway, I don't want you to get confused about that. As let's see, you can see a lot of red has shown up. Obviously, Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia's still up in the air. North Carolina, still in the air. Virginia, pretty tight races in each of those separate spots right now. Georgia, you can see they're 70% in, and Trump right now with a 52% to a 46, almost 47% advantage over Harris. So that one's closing in. 69% of the precincts have reported. So this one, almost 50% of the precincts reporting. And in North Carolina, this one's been back and forth. Mentioned this one earlier. Trump right now 50.28% to Harris 48.68%. Still 48.7% have been reported. And then in Virginia, another tight one. Trump 49.54% to Harris 48.7%. And Pennsylvania, this one was much wider as it was earlier, but we're still early with this one. You see 21% that are in. Harris still a 58% to 40%, 41% advantage over Trump in Pennsylvania. And taking a look, and that's one of the things I like is looking at the different places and where they've got the electoral votes. As the electoral votes I'm seeing everywhere else say 168 for Donald Trump and 34 for Kamala Harris. So that is what it looks like at the moment as far as that's concerned. So, pardon me, still one precinct left to come in Kiowa County. We are waiting for. We did already cover Jackson County and had that taken care of quite a while ago. Let's make sure we got that one updated. As also Greer County, we took a look at that one earlier. And then as far as the entire state is concerned, we're getting much closer. 65% of those precincts are reported in. So we will take a look at some more news about that as well. Fox has predicted Vice President Harris going to win New York, Colorado, and Delaware. So that is some of those different colors we were taking a look at a moment ago. Actually, let's go back to that one. There you go. Some of those new colors we were talking about. Colorado there, Illinois, and Delaware have been called for Harris in those. So again, the numbers 168-34. Trump with the lead right now. Still way early. Still got a lot of white. Lot of white states out there left to be called, and a lot of them they're real close. Could turn it either way. Just with one or two of those turning just by 1 percentage point or another. In the Senate race right now, 44-33 is the edge for the Republicans over the Democrats. It takes 50, obviously, to match even. 51 gives you a majority. The Democrats just picked up 2 in the House, so now the Republicans with a 95-57 advantage in the House as we speak. So let's see if we've gotten an update over here. Still waiting on one. Still waiting on one final precinct to come in for Kiowa County. So yeah, still one more county, or still one more precinct that we're waiting for. We've got 11 out of the 12 in Kiowa County as we speak. So again, we're going to take a break and see if we can get a couple more precincts, get one of that precinct in, then we can show you the finals on Kiowa County. Take you an update on Oklahoma as well as the national as you take a look at it right there. As we head off to a break, we'll be back. Give me about 2 minutes. We'll be back with more coverage. Thanks for tuning in. All right, we are back, and let's see if we can't get you a better graphic on this one. And let's see. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, we're going to deal with it the way it is. Anyway, we do have all 12 precincts reporting in Kiowa County. So these are the final results just for Kiowa County in the state of Oklahoma. And first off, for president is 2,565 votes for Donald J. Trump, 658 for Kamala Harris, 31 for Robert Kennedy, 11 for Chris Garrity, and 9 for Chase Oliver. For Kiowa County Corporation Commissioner, this is for State Corporation Commissioner, I should say, J. Brian Bingman, 2,431 votes, 602 votes for Harold D. Spradling, the Democratic candidate, and 164 votes for Chad Williams. For State Representative District 63, 773 votes for Trey Caldwell and Shakira Smith, the Democratic opposition, 182 votes. For County Commissioner District number 2, 645 votes for Brent Straub, Ricky McCollum, 472 votes, and you can see the breakdown there, absentee mail, early voting, and election day numbers, all totaling up to the final numbers. For Supreme Court District number 3, 1,391 yes votes, 1,633 no votes. For Supreme Court District 4, 1,374 yes votes, 1,650 no votes. For Supreme Court District 7, 1,476 yes votes, 1,547 no votes. For Criminal Appeals District number 1, 1,770 yes votes, 1,173 no votes. For Criminal Appeals District 4, 1,790 yes votes to 1,132 no votes. For Criminal Appeals District 5, 1,701 yes votes to 1,223 no votes. For District 2, Office 2, 1,856 yes votes to 1,081 no votes. For District 4, Office 2, 1,817 yes votes to 1,116 no votes. For District 5, Office 1, 1,802 yes votes to 1,125 no votes. For District 5, Office 2, 1,651 yes votes to 1,275 no votes. For Appeals District 6, Office 1, 1,740 yes votes to 1,181 no votes. For District 6, Office 2, 1,703 yes votes, 1,223 no votes. Then for State Question number 833, the Legislative Referendum number 376, 1,300 yes votes as opposed to 1,737 no votes. That's a 42% approval to the 57% no. For question number 834, the Legislative Referendum number 377, 2,780 yes votes to 343 no votes. Again, that is all precincts reporting in Kiowa County in the state of Oklahoma. So we'll take a look at some of the other state information as let's see where we're at full state-wise. Statewide, we've got 75% that are reporting in as we speak. Let's take a look at what our updated national outlook is. Hasn't changed a whole lot. Looks like Nebraska, they're still pretty tight. They're saying they're tending to want to say Trump, but the number's still showing Harris at this point. But still, just 31% that have reported that are in. Pennsylvania, 55-44. Numbers still tightening as the 27% are in. In Virginia, Trump 50-48%, 57% in. North Carolina 51-48%. That's with 58% in. And in Georgia, 52%-46%, and that is with 75% of the vote in. And overall numbers right now is 195 electoral college votes for Donald Trump to 117 for Kamala Harris, and that is how it sets as we speak this evening. So still We're still waiting on more precincts to report in the state of Oklahoma, and we will get your final results for the state of Oklahoma. Like I said, plan to stay. Usually it's a 7 to 10 o'clock thing. That's the way we did it in radio. So, gonna hang with you for a little bit longer. If you got something you'd like to say, got a message, appreciate some of you folks sending me some text. Appreciate that. And if you'd like, share it with your friends. And we'll be back in just a moment. And grab a drink and make sure these dogs stay calm. We'll be right back. All right, we are back as we take a look at Jackson County. We finally do have. I thought we had the finals on these earlier, but then it updated and went back. So we do now have the final numbers, all 15 precincts reporting in Jackson County, Oklahoma. Final results in Jackson County: Donald J. Trump with 4,473 votes to 1,154 votes for Kamala Harris. 72 votes for Robert Kennedy Jr., 44 for Chase Oliver, and 22 for Chris Garrity. So 77.59% for Donald Trump and J.D. Vance to 20% for Kamala Harris and Tim Walz. For Corporation Commissioner, these are the final numbers for Jackson County only, and you can see in the highlight there, it takes place in multiple counties. So for more information, we'll take a look at the statewide numbers on this in just a bit. So in Jackson County, though, J. Brian Bingman with 4,169 votes, 1,042 for the Democrat Harold Spradling, and 421 for Libertarian Chad Williams. For Supreme Court District 3, 2,527 yes votes, 2,742 no votes. And you can see how the absentee mail, early voting, and election day numbers there break down on each one of these, and then I'll give you the totals and the percentages as well. So Supreme Court District 4, 2,475 yes votes to 2,754 no votes. For Supreme Court District 7, 2,576 yes votes, 2,679 no votes. For Court of Criminal Appeals, we're just going to, the rest of these we'll just say by the district number. But for District Number 1, 3,481 yes votes, 1,710 no votes. For District 4, 3,343 yes votes, 1,844 no votes. For District 5, 3,049 yes votes, 2,133 no votes. For District 2, Office 2, 3,497 yes votes, 1,703 no votes. For District 4, Office 2, 3,527 yes votes, 1,656 no votes. For District 5, Office 1, 3,452 yes votes, 1,716 no votes. For District 5, Office 2, 2,962 yes votes, 2,201 no votes. For District 6, Office 1, 3,085 yes votes, 2,083 no votes. For the District 6, Office 2, for Criminal Appeals, 2,995 yes votes, 2,174 no votes. For State Question 833, the Legislative Referendum number 376, 2,244 yes votes, 3,096 no votes, so almost 58% to 42%. And then for State Question 834, Legislative Referendum 377, the yes votes 4,945 to 575 no votes, so almost 90 to 10%, the difference on that. So that is all of the election results as far as Jackson County, Oklahoma is concerned. We'll take just a quick break, and we will be right back with more. We'll take a look at updated. I know last I saw we were about 80% for the state of Oklahoma. We'll take a look at updated percentages on that when we return. All right. All right, we are back as, let's see, we've got, let's get this updated percentage-wise on the state of Oklahoma. Right now, we're sitting at 86%. Got 1,701 of the 1,984 precincts that are currently reporting. So let's take a look at those numbers right now. And let's see, you guys can see all the way over to, yeah, you can see all the way over to the totals. I tried to pull that over there. Sorry, guys. I am so amateur when it comes to the video and the picture and all that stuff. I tried my best. But I will give you the totals. How about that? You can see the absentee, the early voting, the election day numbers. I'll give you the total votes on the state as far as we go right now. So as far as the president and vice president, for Donald Trump, 67% of the vote, 881,782 votes currently, and Kamala Harris with 403,675 votes. That's a difference 67 to 30%. And now it's followed by 13,099 votes by Robert F. Kennedy Jr., 7,292 for Chase Oliver, and 4,147 for Chris Garrity. For Corporation Commissioner, again, we've got 86% of the precincts reporting. So these are not final numbers as yet. So the lead right now is Republican Brian Bangman, a substantial lead, 528 votes. I need to supersize those numbers for myself. He is followed by Harold D. Spragley, the Democratic opponent, 361,776 votes, and Chad Williams with 92,734. Let's see. Next up, we've got, there we go. For U.S. Representative District 1, Kevin Hern, the Republican candidate, 107,021 votes. Dennis Baker, 61,640 votes. And Mark David Garcia Sanders, the independent, 8,480 votes. For U.S. Representative District 2, Josh Brecheen, pardon me if I mispronounced that, tried my best, 231,262 votes. Brandon Wade, 67,255 votes. And Ronnie Hopkins, the independent, 13,637. For U.S. Representative District 4, and again, this is Tom Cole, 65.26%. He leads over the Democratic opponent, 81,313 votes for Mary Brandon, and James Stacy, the independent, with 18,516. And that is with 94% of those precincts reporting for that one. So let's see, 77% of the precincts reporting for U.S. Representative District 5, and 168,268 votes for Stephanie Bice, the Republican. Madison Horn, the Democratic opponent, 109,400 votes for her. Again, that is with 76.88% reporting. For State Senator District 3, we've got 98%, 41 of 42 precincts reporting for this one. And Julie McIntosh, the Republican, 27,890 votes to Margaret Cook, the independent, 7,605. 71 of 71 precincts reporting on this one. State Senator District 7. Winning this one is going to be Warren D. Hamilton, the Republican, with 25,450 votes. Jerry Donathan, the Democrat, with 7,650 votes. For State Senator District 15, 34 of 35 precincts reporting on this one, 97%. And Lisa Standridge, the Republican, with 24,146 votes. She leads Elizabeth Foreman, the Democrat, with 15,081. 75% of the precincts reporting on this one, 21 out of 28 precincts, as Randy Grellner in District 21. The Republican has 14,637 votes to Robin Fuchsa's 8,301. For District 25, got 12 of 36 precincts reporting, so still early on this one. Just a third of the precincts reporting, and Republican Brian Guthrie, 10,666 votes. Karen Ann Gaddis, the Democrat, with 5,603. For Senator District 33, 45% of the precincts reporting on this one. Christy Gillespie, the Republican, with 10,300 votes. Bob Willis, the Democrat, 5,321. For State Senator District 35, got 40% of the precincts reporting on this one. And the Democrat, Joanna Dossett, with 11,516 votes. She leads Dean Martin, the Republican, with 7,360 votes. For State Senator District 37, got 54% of the precincts reporting right now. And Republican Aaron Reinhardt, with 9,355 votes, leading Andrew Nutter, the Independent, with 4,514. For State Senator District 39, again, this is in Oklahoma, got 39% of the precincts reporting on this one, and 7,564 votes for Dave Rader, the Republican. Democrat Melissa Bryce, closely behind, 6,725. Still early on that one, just 40% of the vote is in. So District 43, this one we've got 96% of the vote in, and looks like Kendall Saschieri, the Republican, going to pick up the victory. 28,594 votes to Sam Grafe's 7,021. For Senator District 47, 71% of the precincts reporting on this one. This one's a tight one as well. Kelly Hines, the Republican nominee, 16,650 votes, and Aaron Brewer, the Democrat, with 14,966. Still some time on that one, 72% of the precincts reporting. Let's see, for Senator District 46, an unexpired term, looking to fill that is Republican, actually I should say Mark Mann, the Democrat, with 8,584 votes, and that's 64%, with the lead over Charles Barton with 4,129 votes, and David Plickman, the Independent, 659. And this one, State Representative District 1, all precincts are in, and the new representative, Eddie Dempsey, representative, the Republican, with 11,928 votes. Libertarian Victoria Lawhorn finished with 1,901 votes, and give me just one moment here. There we go. All right, so next up is going to be for State Representative District 4. All precincts reporting on this one as well. And Bob Ed Culver, the Republican, 9,873 votes to Christopher Weir, the Democrat, 4,674. For State Representative in District 12, 15 out of 16 precincts reporting, and large lead on this one already. Mark Chapman, the Republican, 15,262 votes, already 79% of the vote, as Crystal Legrone with 4,108. 88% of the vote in for State Representative District 16, and with a 70% lead is 9,146 votes for Scott Fettgatter, the Republican. The Democrat, Rosie Lynch, now with 3,827. For State Representative District 20, all precincts are in and reported, and the winner is Jonathan Wilk, Representative, the Republican, that is, 14,153 votes. Mitchell Jacob, the Democrat, finished with 4,524. 93% of the vote in, and pretty well close, you can call this one, I do believe, as the Republican Del Curbs, 8,856 votes to Kerry Keck, the Democrats, 5,354. For State Representative District 34, 83% of the precincts reporting, and with 5,219 votes, Trish Ransom, the Democrat, has 59% of the votes for her, and as opposed to the 41% for Andrew Muchmore, the Republican, with 3,599. Again, still got about 16% of the precincts left to report. State Representative District 37, 21 out of 22 precincts have reported, and with 10,585 votes, Ken Luttrell, the Republican candidate, with the victory over Carter Rogers, the Independent, 2,976 votes. 100% of the precincts are in for State Representative District 38, and the victory going to John Pfeiffer, the Republican, with 15,045 votes. Doyle Lewis finished with 2,690. We're about 50% here with District 39, as 7 out of the 14 precincts reporting, and the Republican with a large lead already, 9,539 votes for Eric Harris to Richard Brzezinski's 2,965. For State Representative District 41, we've got 82% of the precincts are already in, and a substantial lead for Denise Crosswhite Hayter. She's the Republican candidate with 11,763 votes to Mike Baucus's 5,478. Got 91% of the votes in for District 43. 70% of the votes going to Jay Stiegel, the Republican, 10,444 votes. Casey Kennett, the Independent, with 4,469. For State Representative District 45, Annie Mintz, the Democrat, with 8,496 votes, 7,150 for Matt Watson, the Republican, and 568 for Robert Murphy, the Libertarian. So Annie Mintz, the Democrat, your new state representative for District 45. Also, all precincts reporting District 46, 10,555 votes for Jacob Rosecrans, the Democrat, picks up the victory over Alexander Torvey, the Republican, with 8,995 votes. It's 53.99% to 46.01. For State Representative District 62, all precincts are in, and picking up the victory, Daniel Pay, the Republican, 6,518 votes to Allison Offield's 4,923. For Representative District 63, all precincts are in on this one as well. 10,024 votes for Trey Caldwell over Shakira Smith, the Democrat, 2,324. For District 64, all precincts are in. 5,405 votes for Randy Worthen, the Republican, over Tom Sutherland, the Democrat, 4,637. For District 66, again, we're still in the state of Oklahoma as we go into the state districts. We're not going state districts anywhere else other than Oklahoma. Just wanted to remind our viewers as we continue on. So anyway, state representative for District 66, 78% of the votes. We've still got 56% of the precincts are reporting. So still some time left, but a substantial lead for Clay Stairs. He's the Republican candidate with 7,951 votes to 2,300 votes by Kenneth Blevins, the Libertarian. Still early in this one, 45% of the precincts reporting for District 70. And Suzanne Schreiber, the Democrat, with 6,045 votes, leading Bradley Banks, the Republican. He has 4,657. And again, we're less than halfway through with that one. Just over halfway through, 57% for District 74. But a substantial lead for Mark Van Kuren, the Republican, 8,997 votes, over Aaron Brent's 2,835. For Representative District 79, just a third of the precincts reporting. So this is still early and still pretty close, as Melissa Provenzano, the Democrat, has 2,339 votes to Paul Hasink, 1,901. Like I said, 5 out of 50 precincts, 5 out of 15 precincts reporting on that one. For state representative for District 83, 11 out of the 15 reporting on this one, and still 56% to 44%, 8,974 votes for Eric Roberts, the Republican, Jimmy Lawson, the Democrat, with 7,074 votes. For District 84, 9 out of 15 precincts reporting, and 59% voting with 5,023 votes for Tammy West, the Republican, 3,557 for Jeremy Lamb, the Democrat. 15 out of 18 precincts reporting for District 85, so 84%, and 10,543 of those votes have been thrown for Cindy Munson, 6,704 for David Hooten, and so 61% to 38% the lead there. District 86, all precincts reporting, and The representative is going to be David Hardin. The Republican had 11,294 votes to Ann Fight's 3,313. For District 87, halfway through on this one, 3,869 votes for Ellen Hefner, the Democrat, 2,433 for David Schnitker, the Republican. For District 88, we've got 11 of 15, or 74% of the precincts reporting, and with 79% of the vote, 7,745 votes, is Ellen Pogmiller, the Democrat. She leads with Bobby McCollum, the Independent. He has 2,126 votes. For District 90, we've got 84% of the precincts reporting, and with a lead is Emily Geis, the Republican, with 5,758 votes. She leads over Nana Abram Dankwa, the Democrat, 3,081 votes. Again, 84% of the precincts reporting. For District 94, we've only got 36% of the precincts reporting in this one, and Andy Fugit, the Democrat, has 2,731 votes. Suzanne Job, the Republican, with 1,766. For District 95, got 67% of the precincts reporting. 5,058 votes for Max Wolfley, the Republican. The Democrat, Tegan Malone, with 4,255. And again, still about 33% of the vote still left to be counted. Got 75% of the precincts reporting for District 98. And with 8,822 votes, Gabe Woolley, the Republican, with a lead over Kathy Smythe, the Democrat, who has 4,420. For State Representative District 100, boy, this is a tight one. We've got 93%, just got one more precinct left to come in. And with 7,266 votes is Marilyn Stark, the Republican. The Democrat, Shante Gilmore, 7,036. So that's 50.8 to 49.2%. Like I said, we still have one precinct left to report. Supreme Court District 3, the approval is the yeas, I'm just going to say 597,614. The noes, 608,770. For Supreme Court District 4, the noes are the ones in the lead. 86% are the votes on those. Let's see, in Supreme Court District 7, the yeses with the lead, 50.3% to 49.6%. For the criminal appeals districts, we'll just take a quick rundown through all of these, and every single one of those right now with a substantial lead as far as the yeses are concerned. So that takes us down to State Question 833. This is the legislative referendum number 376, and this is following the trend we've seen throughout the state, and with 86% of the precincts reporting right now, the yes votes, 465,935, the no votes, 753,820. So the no leads right now 61.8 to 38.2%. And finally, on the statewide thing, again, we've just got 86% of the precincts reporting, and with 81% here on State Question 834, the yeses overwhelmingly taking the victory, over 1 million votes, as the no votes tabulated ended up with 233,226, and 81.3 to 18.6% difference on that one. So we will take another quick break. I got to take a breather, get a drink after reading through all of the statewide numbers. So we'll take a quick break. You take it with us, and we'll be right back right after this. Thanks for tuning in. All right, so we are back, and let's see. Let's take a look at kind of where we're at here, number wise. And let's see, we're still hanging around about 95% of the precincts reporting overall in the state of Oklahoma. So I'm going to hold off going through the entire list of Oklahoma until it is completely finished. So with that in mind, let's go ahead and take a look at your updated national list. And I'm opposing this as opposed to all of the other different ones that we're looking at here. And let's see. Let's see if we can get. Yeah, they're all looking pretty well the same. Some are not calling looks like Kansas is being called by everybody except for CNN. CNN holding out on that one. Nebraska is showing a split. You see that one on the report we've got here. It's still being held open on a couple of the others. You can see Montana, Wyoming, Utah, North Dakota, South Dakota, Kansas, Oklahoma, Texas, Louisiana, Arkansas, Missouri, all being called for Trump. Illinois being called right now for Harris. You can see a lot of red out there, and currently looks like numbers-wise, we're sitting at Donald Trump with a 207 to well, some say 91, and others. You can see the report we've got there. I believe you can see that. Yeah, we're up to 117 for Harris on that one right there. So. That's where we stand for the nationwide things. So again, let me know where you're watching from. Appreciate you guys tuning us in. This is something I was actually messaging my radio buddy, my engineer buddy. We spent so many hours sitting in studio, and I remember being in studio in 2016 when Trump won. I remember being in studio in 2020 when Biden won. Remember doing full coverage on both of those, and the memories, the hours spent, the phone calls taken, the in studio visits from the candidates as well. Unfortunately, times have changed, and a lot of that has gone for naught over the years. We do enjoy some of the connectivity, but unfortunately, we don't get the face-to-face connectivity quite as often. And you need to go lay down, buddy. Just go lay down, Liam. All right, so let's see. Where are we gonna go from here? Let's take a look again at our Oklahoma. Let's update that. See how close we are to 100%. We're up to 96%. We've still got 81 precincts. We've still got 81 precincts left to report in the state of Oklahoma, and then we'll get those out in just a moment. All right, so again, 96% for the state of Oklahoma is where we're at as we speak. And again, the numbers nationwide, anywhere 205, 207. Let me see, NBC News is actually saying 210 electoral votes that they're counting for former President Donald Trump. Let's see where they're giving the. Oh, they have gone ahead and given the entire state of Nebraska is what they have done. That is where the extra 5 electoral votes are coming from in the NBC numbers. So they've got it 210 to 91. We've seen 205 to 117. And what else do we got? Are they showing me a number? 195 to 91 is what CNN is calling it right now as we speak. But still awful early. And let's see. I'll give you that graphic again. There's what we're looking at. Still got a lot of white ones. And if you want to take some extra looks in here close, these are the ones everybody's been talking about. Take an extra close look at this one. We got 88% of these in, and Donald Trump with 2.433 million, leading over Harris 2.282 million. That's in Georgia, and again that's 16 electoral votes right there in Georgia. You move up to North Carolina. This one's been all over the place. And now, with 83% of the vote in, Donald Trump with 2.434 million, and Kamala Harris with 2.309 million. So, again, 50.75 to 48.15. Awful close there. Virginia, another tight one. This one's still really tight. 17,000 votes separating the two. 49.45 to 48.94. That close. And we've got 70% of those that are in as we speak. That's Virginia. And then Pennsylvania. This is another one we knew was going to be a very telling for both candidates. And this one's tight. Trump right now with 50.94. The lead over Harris with 48.13. And that is with 57% of the vote in. Let's take a look over at Michigan. 49.31 is the lead that Trump has over Harris now, and difference of about 5,000 votes. 5,100 votes there is the difference. Again, you can see right there, 22.66% of the precincts reporting. So still early, awful close. Wisconsin, this one, awful close as well. This one with 54% of the vote, and Donald Trump has about a 20,000 vote advantage, about 19,700. If you want to get particular about that one. Iowa, this one, 48% of the vote in, and Trump a 55 to 44% difference. Minnesota, not surprisingly, well, actually surprisingly, I should say, I was not expecting this, but this is, you can also look there, the reports, 3.63% in, Donald Trump with a 58% to 38% lead, but that is Tim Walz's home state. I'm pretty sure they're banking on that one turning around. So still lots of states that are left out there. New Mexico has a 53 to 44 lead for Harris. Arizona, you see that 49.63 to 49.57, and that's with about 50% of the state in for that one. So still lots to go. Got tight numbers: 205, 117, 210, 91, 195 to 91. You pick your poison, whichever one you like the sound of better, I guess, is the one that you could take. So let's take a look. Let me switch this screen out here so you don't have to look if it's the wrong thing. As we are up, let me see, last we looked was 96% in the state of Oklahoma. And we've moved up to 97%. So we had 81 remaining. We've now got 65 precincts remaining in the state of Oklahoma. So we're going to, like I said, I'm not going to go through that entire list again, but once. Just one more time is all I'm going to do that for you. So stick it out here. Let me know where you're watching from or listening from. I'd appreciate to hear from you as well. All right, so we are back, and let's take a look. Let's see where we're at statewide. We were at 97% just a moment ago. Still got a few. We're inching ever so closely. 58 precincts remaining. Make sure we got the mic turned on. 58 precincts remaining. I'm not going to read that until we get all 1,984 precincts in. We've got 1,926 in as we speak. So, still sitting at 97% on that one. We can take again look. Let me let you see the graphic. There we go. The nationwide graphic, and according to right now, 211 to 117. That is via Fox News. The NBC updater, I should say, has Donald Trump 210, Kamala Harris at 91, and then let's see, we've got CNN has 207 to 91. Taking a look at the House race, let's get this moved over there. There we go. The Senate race, it takes 50. Got a 50-50 here, and right now the Republicans have a 48 to 36 advantage, and still got let me see, 16 Senate seats still available for the House. The 218 splits it right down the middle, and right now the Republicans have a 150 to 101 advantage, and so there's still plenty of open seats available that are still being numbered through this evening. Again, appreciate you guys tuning us in this evening. First time we've done it via the online thing. Done it in a studio for so many years, and kind of brings back some memories. And taking again a look at your statewide numbers. We've gotten a couple more precincts in, 97.5%. 1,929 precincts in, so we've got 55 left to go, as we are still waiting on that to be able to finalize our coverage here in the state of Oklahoma. Plan to take till at least 10 o'clock, so we've still got about 16 minutes for that, and we're going to see if we can make that a possibility to get all of that done by 10 o'clock. So let's take a look again at some of those big states. We're still waiting on those Oklahoma numbers to finalize. This is the numbers now in Georgia, with 88% of the votes being tabulated, 51.3% for Trump, 48% for Harris. Got a difference of about 153,000 votes in that one. Again, still got about 12% of the votes left to be tabulated. Still about 16% of the votes left to be tabulated in North Carolina. Donald Trump has an advantage of about 122,000 votes, 50.72 to 48.17. Move up slightly to Virginia with 73% of the votes in, and Harris has the lead there, a lead of about 52,000 votes, 49.91%. You can see the percentages just up there as more numbers come in, up to 72.88% that are in for the state of Virginia. Donald Trump with a 48.42% of the vote. Again, another big one for the evening is Pennsylvania, 61.3% in. Donald Trump has 50.82% to Harris's 48.24%. So that's a difference of about 111,000 votes is the difference there. In Nebraska right now, it looks like Fox is calling 3 of those 4 electoral votes for Trump. It looks like the others, NBC and CNN, both calling. Actually, CNN still has Nebraska open, but NBC, I should say, saying that Nebraska, they're giving all 4 electoral votes to, or all 5, I should say, to Donald Trump. So that's where the discrepancy there of the 210 and the 211 is in those 2 votes. So Let's see where else. We already talked about some of those real tight ones. Michigan's now up to about 25% of the vote. You see how tight it is there. Just shy of 50% for Donald Trump, just over 48% for Harris. Wisconsin, 56% in, and Donald Trump a slight lead there. About 25,000 is the difference in votes there, and still early on in Minnesota, and the numbers showing how early on they are as well. Colorado already been called for Harris. 62% of the vote has been in Harris, with 55% to 42.7 for Donald Trump. New Mexico, Harris leading that one, got 64% of the vote in. That's not a surprising one there. Arizona, this one, of course, is going to be one of the tightest contested ones we could expect, even coming into the evening, as Harris and Trump right now, you see the discrepancy there. 0.12 percentage points are the difference there, and we're about halfway through on that state. So still plenty to go right now. Depending on where you go, 210, 211 is the Electoral College votes for Donald Trump. So we're going to take another quick break, and we'll be right back. All right, back we come as we take a look at Oklahoma numbers. Looks like we still have about 20, 21 left. Let's see. Yeah, still 21 left, precincts left before we can finalize the state results as far as Oklahoma is concerned. Updates as far as the nationwide are concerned. Not a whole lot has moved there. Still, depending on which one you're looking at, depends what the numbers look like. But all still pretty close to the same as CNN's got Trump 207 to Harris's 91. NBC has 210 to 91 for Trump, and the Fox numbers 212 to 119 now, as they have given New Hampshire and part of Maine. Looks like they have split those electoral votes in Maine, is what the numbers look like on Fox. They have yet to divvy any of those numbers, as far as that's concerned, on the side of CNN or NBC News. So that's why Maine and New Hampshire both shown in the white on both of those states. So let's give you a chance to look at our updated numbers. Let me take one more quick look here before we pull up the graphic. Let's see if we've gotten any closer on the state. Still 21. Still got 21 precincts left to report in the state of Oklahoma. So we will wait on those before we go through all of that. So there we go. We're back on the nationwide numbers, and you can see the numbers where the states we're still looking for. The polls closing just a couple of minutes, all out here on the West Coast. That's Nevada, California, Idaho, Oregon, Washington, Alaska. They'll close at midnight, and Hawaii closing at 11 o'clock. That is local time. Of course, the times that they have listed as I scroll across are all Eastern time there for that this evening. So let's take a look here as, again, the big ones here. Georgia up to 90% of the precincts reported. 51%, 51.1% for Trump to 48.1% for Harris. And you can see the difference in the tabulations. About 142,022 is the vote difference there, if you want to get particular about it. North Carolina got 86% in, and still Trump leading by about 141,000 in that one. Virginia still tight there, difference of about 55,000 votes. Harris leading 75% of the votes in there. Pennsylvania, Donald Trump leading by about 136,000 votes. Got 67% of those counted so far. Michigan, 27% in. Trump still a narrow lead. Wisconsin, looks like 59% of those are in, and a narrow lead there for Trump. Minnesota still a lead for Trump, but you can see those numbers, 9% in as we speak. Harris 52-45 lead over Trump in New Mexico, and again, Arizona polls have now closed, and have closed, I should say. About 50% of those are reported in, and Trump with a very, very minimal lead, about a lead of about 2,500 votes right now, and that's halfway through. So polls are closed out on the West Coast. Still looks like we're still waiting on another minute or two before they show those officially closed out on the West Coast, as we have hit 10 o'clock here Central Time. Well, I'm going to take a quick break, see if we can get up to 100% for the state of Oklahoma. I promised you I'd hang out for you, and we've got 99% of the precincts reporting. We're waiting for the full 100%, and we'll get those numbers to you here in just a few. Yeah, we're up to 99%. We've got 20 more precincts left. Stay tuned. We'll be right back after this. All right, we are back, and let's see. Let's take a quick look as we've got a little color added to it, as we have seen some states called, obviously California, Oregon, and Washington, all called early, presumptively, for Vice President Kamala Harris, former President Trump. You can see here in Maine the red and blue. They're projecting that Harris is going to win the Maine statewide vote, but that Trump is going to win one electoral college vote there. And so that's going to make the numbers right now, as it stands right now on your screen, 216 to 193 is the advantage for Donald Trump. Still, several states out there that are up in that the numbers are up in the air because so tight right now, much like this one we're looking at here in Arizona. In Arizona, just a disparity of about less than 2,500 votes is the disparity, and that's with 50% of the precincts reported. Over in New Mexico, Harris with a 52.5 to 45.5% vote, 67% in, and that's a difference of about 40,000 votes. So a pretty substantial lead there with about 67% of the vote in. We've talked about Minnesota. The numbers tightening a little bit there, still just under 12% that are in, 60.5% for Trump, 37.2% for Harris. Wisconsin still a slight lead for Trump, 50.5 to Harris's 47.9. Michigan, 28.5% in, 51.6 to 46.6. Pennsylvania, we're up to 71% of the votes that are in, and a lead of about just under 175,000 votes, as Trump leads 51.3 to 47.7 in Pennsylvania. Another battleground state is Virginia, and Harris right now with a lead of about 60,000 votes, just under 60,000 votes. 75% of the votes are in, and she's got a 49.99% lead to 48.33 for Trump. Just move one state down to North Carolina, and with 87% of the vote in, Donald Trump with a 50.8% advantage over Harris's 48.04. Difference of just over 100, just under, I should say. Actually, no, just over. Doing some quick math here. 136,000 votes is the difference there. Sorry. Hate to do math right in front of people like that. Moving over to Georgia, we're up to 88%, and Donald Trump a 51.1% advantage over Harris with 48.19. So that's where we're at here nationwide. Let me see where we're at in our statewide numbers. Last I looked, we were still about 13 counties away. All right, let's see where we're at now. We're at 12. Still got 12 counties remaining in the state of Oklahoma that we will take a look at as soon as they do finalize. So let me know where you're watching from, and appreciate those that have sent me some messages. Obviously, you can tell it's first time around, and I appreciate you guys checking us out. Hope you'll come back in. We'll do some more live stuff in the future. Hopefully, not as heavy as an election type thing in the future. So again, everybody's got the same numbers except NBC and CNN still yet to call Washington for either, as still awfully early. They both have Trump with a slight lead in Washington, so neither of them putting the blue on Washington on their national maps, if you will. Again, the numbers right now as we speak: 216 to 193. That's the Fox projection. CNN numbers 211 to 145, and then we take a look at NBC's numbers: 214 to 153. So still a lot of states with a lot of different colors that are still left in play as far as the national outlook is. Statewide, like I said, we're down to about a dozen precincts reporting, and we'll see if we can wait it out. We're down to 11 now. Good year, 1973 out of 1984. I remember all those years in between. Well, actually, I don't. I've had a couple of those that I definitely don't remember going up before that. But anyway, we're going to hang around for those last 11 precincts. And if you'd like, I can put the image up there again. There you go. Get you a nice crisp image of that crawl we got. There we go. All right, polls have closed in all but 2 states. You can see that down there on the crawl on the bottom. We do appreciate the use of their static image for updating purposes for you guys. There we go. Back at studio here in Southwest Oklahoma as we still await some final tabulations on the state of Oklahoma. We're down to about the 10. Down to 11 we were. Now, yeah, we're still down to 11. 11 precincts remaining in the state of Oklahoma. Presumptive lead, obviously, for Donald Trump, 66% to just under 32% for Kamala Harris. Elsewhere, Brian Bangman looks like he's going to hang on for Corporation Commissioner, 64% of the vote to 29% for Harold Spradling. U.S. Representative for District 1, 60% of the vote for Kevin Hearn. Dennis Baker, the Democrat, with 34.5%. Again, they've just got 8 precincts remaining on that. The Corporation Commissioner still got about 11 precincts remaining on them as well. So we're going to hang off on getting any of those final numbers at least until we get closer, because still got about 11 precincts left hanging out there. So getting closer on the nationwide numbers, and we're just going to see how long it's going to be. Up to Pennsylvania, 73% of the votes are counted, 76% in Virginia, 88% in North Carolina, and 88% also still in Georgia. So the numbers starting to come in pretty quickly. New Mexico up to 67%, Arizona still at 50%, and that's pretty well where both of the candidates are at, separated by a mere about 2,400 votes. The difference there, Donald Trump with a lead in Arizona as we speak. So nothing new to report. We'll take just a couple minute break, and if we can't get the final precincts in the state of Oklahoma, we'll just go ahead and tell you what we've got before we wrap things up this evening. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure and give us a subscribe, and let us know where you're watching from. Thanks. right, so we are back, and we'll take a look over here as we are back. Nope. Here, we'll move that one first. How about that? All right, so that's where we are numbers wise. Let's see. Still. There we go. No, that is not the image that I wanted. I believe it's that one. There we go. All right, so let's see. State-wise, I did find some state numbers here. We'll take a look at those here in just a second. State-wise, state of Oklahoma. So we do have 99.65% of the precincts reporting. So I'm just going to go ahead and do one final one, and we'll call this good for the state of Oklahoma. Again, there's still 7 precincts reporting, but the presidential election for the state has already been called with 66% of the vote Donald Trump, 32% of the vote Kamala Harris. Corporation Commissioner, big win for J. Brian Bingman, 64% of the vote. Second place, Harold Spradling with 29% of the vote. U.S. Representative District 1, 60.5% of the vote going to Kevin Hearn, 35% to Dennis Baker, and 5% to Mark David Garcia Sanders, the independent. U.S. Representative District 2, 74% of the vote going to Josh Burkeen, picking up the victory for the Republicans. U.S. Representative District 4, 65% of the vote for Tom Cole, the Republican, over Mary Brandon, 28.3%, and 6.5% for James Stacy. U.S. Representative District 5, all the precincts in, and Stephanie Bice picking up the victory over Madison Horn, 60 to 39%. And state senator races, you can see picking up the victories, Julie McIntosh in District 3. In District 7, picking up the victory, Warren Hamilton. District 15, picking up the victory, Lisa Standridge over Elizabeth Foreman. District 21, picking up the victory, Randy Grellner over Robin Fuchsa, 65 to 35%. District 25, a 67 to 33% win for Brian Guthrie over Karen Ann Gaddis. District 33, again, these are all in Oklahoma. Christy Gillespie, the Republican, a 67% victory over Bob Willis. State Senator District 35, 58% of the vote for Joanna Dossett, the Democrat, picking up the victory over Dean Martin. District 37, Republican Aaron Reinhart picking up a victory over Andrew Nutter, 69 to 31%. State Senator District 39, 56 to 43 victory for Republican Dave Rader over Democrat Melissa Bryce. District 43, Republican Kendall Sasheri picks up a 80% to 19% victory over Sam Grafe. District 47, picking up a close victory, 52 to 47%, Kelly Hines, the Republican, over Democrat Aaron Brewer. District 46 for the unexpired term. Sorry, I thought I had that screen pulled up for you, showing you the view as well. Sorry about that. As let's see, State Senator District 46 unexpired term. The victory going to Mark Mahan, the Democrat, with 60% of the vote. 34% going to Republican Charles Barton, and 5% to David Pilkman. State Representative District 1, 86% of the vote for Eddie Dempsey, the Republican, over Victoria Lawhorn. District 4, the victory to Bob Ed Culver, the Republican. District 12, the victory, 79% of the vote to Mark Chapman, picking up the victory over Crystal LeGrone. District 16, victory going to Scott Fettgatter, the Republican, over Rosie Lynch. District 20, picking up the victory, Jonathan Wilk, the Republican, over Mitchell Jacob. District 26, Republican Del Curbs, victorious over Kerry Keck, 62 to 37%. District 34, Trish Ransom, the Democrat, picking up the victory over Andrew Muchmore, 58 to 41%. District 37, 78 to 21% victory for Ken Luttrell, the Republican, over the Independent Carter Rogers. District 38, 85% of the votes going to John Pfeiffer, the Republican, over Doyle Lewis. Picking up 76% of the vote, Republican Eric Harris over Libertarian Richard Prudzinski in District 39. District 41, 68% of the vote, Republican Denise Crosswhite Hayter, picking up the victory over Mike Baucus, the Democrat. District 43, 70% of the vote going to Jay Stiegel, the Republican, over Independent Cassie Kennett. District 45 going to the Democrat Annie Mins, 52% of the vote against Matt Watson's 44% on the Republican side, and 3.5% picked up by Robert Murphy, the Libertarian. District 46, 54% of the vote for Jacob Rosecrans, the Democrat, picking up the victory over Alexander Torvey. District 62, 57% of the vote goes to Daniel Pay, the Republican, over Allison Offield. District 63, Trey Caldwell gets 81% of the vote over Shakira Smith with 18%. District 64, this was a tightly contested vote. The 54% to 46% victory goes to Randy Worthen, the Republican, over Tom Sutherland. Representative for District 66, 76% of the vote, Clay Stairs over Libertarian Kenneth Blevins. District 70, 56% of the vote goes to Suzanne Schreiber, the Democrat, picking up the victory over Bradley Banks. District 74, 76% of the vote going to Mark Van Kuren, the Republican, over Aaron Brent, the Independent, picking up that victory. District 74. Again, we're still looking at Oklahoma State representative races as we look to District 79. 54% of the vote going to Melissa Provenzano, the Democrat, picking up the victory over Paul Hasink. District 83, the victory going to Eric Roberts, the Republican, with 55% of the vote over Jimmy Lawson's 44. District 84, picking up 58% of the vote, is Tammy West, Republican, over Jeremy Lamb, Democrat. And yeah, my eyes have been reading for a while, so sorry about some of the misreads here. Let's see. For District 85, Cindy Munson, the Democrat, got 61% of the vote over David Hooton with 39% of the vote. All right, so sorry about that. Had a puppy issue over there, as I'm afraid Benji's probably going to pay us a visit as we speak. So anyway, District 85, not sure if I read that one or not, but yeah, we did. 61% of the vote going to Sidney Munson, picking up the victory over David Hooton. So District 86, 77% going to David Hardin, the Republican, over Ann Fight, the Democrat. District 87, State Representative, 61.5% of the vote going to Ellen Hefner, the Democrat, over Republican David Schnitger. District 88, 77% of the vote for Ellen Pogmiller, the Democrat, over Bobby McCollum, the Independent. District 90, got 66% of the vote for Emily Geis, the Republican, over Democrat Nana Abram Dankwa. District 94, with 61% of the vote, Andy Fugit picking up the victory for the Democrats over Suzanne Jobe. District 95, that is, the victory going to Max Wolfley over Tegan Malone, the Democrat, 54 to 46%. For District 98, Gabe Woolley. Gabe Woolley, the Republican, with 66% of the vote over Kathy Smythe, the Democrat. And in District 100 for state representative, quite a close battle. And picking up 50.94% of the vote, Republican Marilyn Stark over Shante Gilmore, 7,813 votes to 7,526. And we're not going to run down all of the state criminal appeals. And the state criminal appeals, we can say all of those passed. As far as the Supreme Court districts, those were all pretty close. As let's take a quick run down those real quick. As District 3 passes by 50.25%. District 4 fails by that same number. District 7 passes 51 to 49%. And then the Court of Criminal Appeals, you can see all of those, the numbers all passing on the Court of Criminal Appeals by a big number. The state question, number 833, does not pass, 61.6% of the vote against, 38.3% for. And then state question 834 overwhelmingly passes with 80.7% of the vote as opposed to 19.2% against. And that pretty well wraps it up for the state of Oklahoma in this election 2024. Let's see if we've got any updates nationwide. Looks like we're still sitting 216 to 193 on the Fox side, 214, 172 on NBC. And in CNN, we're still 211 to 153. On the Senate races, 48 to 36, the Republican lead over the Democrats. And on the House, 170 to 121, the Republican lead over the Democrats as far as that is concerned. Still a lot of time, still a lot of numbers to be crunched. Georgia up to 91%, North Carolina up to 89%, Virginia to 80%, and Pennsylvania also almost to 80% of the vote has been tabulated so far. Again, want to thank so many for tuning in and checking things out. Hope you guys get a little bit of rest, and just remember, we're all in this together. Just try to keep remembering, remind yourself about that. Regardless which way we vote, we still got to coexist, guys. Hope you guys get a little bit of rest, and hope to see you again real soon. Thanks for tuning us in.